I'm Martin, and I'm going to read Cinderella Story, Chapter 3. The evening of the royal ball arrived. A splendid horse-drawn carriage pulled up to the front door, and the stepsisters, adorned in their painstakingly hand-stitched gowns, promptly climbed aboard. Cinderella looked on with great sadness as the carriage set off. Down the drive towards the palace, he sighed deeply. If only I had a single wish, she said to herself, I would attend to the royal ball and for just one night be spared my frightful chores. Suddenly there was a flash. A tiny fairy appeared in front of Cinderella, hovering like a hummingbird at Cinderella's eye level and clasping a miniature wand. And you shall, said the fairy. Shall what? Cinderella replied, confused. You shall have your wish, for I am your fairy godmother. Oh, how you have suffered in silence all those years. You are a kind soul, a mild and gracious young lady, and you shall go to the ball. Yours, my dearest Cinderella, is my command. Cinderella being, oh my, she exclaimed with glee. Then he stopped, and a thought came upon her. But I am not prepared, fairy godmother. My clothes are threadbare, and my shoes are tattered. I cannot possibly attend to the palace like this. Worry not, Cinderella, said the fairy godmother with a smile. For all I will need to grant your wish is a pumpkin, a rat, 2 mice, and 4 grasshoppers. Cinderella looked mystified. 3 long then, dear, and she did. First, Cinderella went to the garden and returned with large, ripe pumpkin. The fairy godmother tapped it once and with her wand, and in an instant it transformed into a majestic golden carriage. Then she went to trap in the kitchen and returned with a rat. Excellent, dear, said the fairy godmother. Now, if you would mind just placing it one of the coachman's seat for me. Cinderella obliged. Another swoosh of the wand, and this time a resplendent coachman appeared. 2 mice, which Cinderella found in the pantry, were returned into 2 smartly attired footmen, on the 4 grasshoppers into 4 magnificent white horses. And now, said the fairy godmother, for my final touch, she tapped Cinderella's sword with her wand. A spark flew up. The rag cloths in which stood a moment earlier were replaced with a picture of sublime elegance. Cinderella in magical sparkling ball gown fit for a princess, and upon her feet the finest pair of shimmering glass slippers that your eyes could behold. Bad for me. Just cartoon. Sensational! Exclaimed the fairy godmother. But remember, she said, at the clock strike midnight, the spell will be broken and your clothes will return to rags. I understand, said Cinderella, kissing her fairy godmother on the cheek, and 1,000 thanks you for your wonderful kindness. Cinderella stepped into the carriage, then with a single swift of the coachman, the horse-drawn golden carriage departed to the royal bar. Chapter 4 will be in part 4. Bye-bye. Please like, subscribe, comment. And if you want to hear the whole story, it will be in chapter, how much is this? In chapter